Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Welcome to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and I have two guests today.
KEF.
That's us.
From the Slick and Thick podcast.
Guess who's who?
It's Mickey Gall and Gerard Butler.
That's right. The most popular Gerard Butler.
Man, you let yourself go since 300, my dude.
Yeah. Now I'm 300. I went from 300 to 300.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm high because we were supposed to record 3 hours ago. That was the first.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not about it. Sorry, I'm just letting you know why I'm stoned.
Why you're so high?
Yes.
How high are you?
I ran into my drug dealer in the dog park. Didn't even place an order. I just have karma that way. They know when I need to smoke pot. He just showed up.
That's what's up. Karma's on point.
He's been hanging out there all day.
Waiting for me.
Waiting.
We smoked a joint in the dog park, which is illegal because it's a public park and it's next to a children's park. Thoughts?
Well, I'm calling the police.
Okay.
I'm reporting this immediately. I'm a huge rat.
Yeah.
I'm a tattletale, they say.
not.
So.
Who self-snitches on a podcast like this? Jeez.
Yeah, it's called dry snitching, honey.
Dry snitching.
I called James Harrison a snitch in my DMs.
The football player?
Yes.
Why?
Because he told me he was going to tell Equinox that I make dirty videos in their locker room. Even though I don't make really dirty videos.
See,
just thirsty
all
videos.
us cool guys are rats.
I would not have.
All tough
I would
guys.
have
Me,
never
James Harrison,
thought
we're all
James
snitches.
Harrison.
I know him, though.
I would
By
never
the way,
tell.
this
I'm
is
from Jersey, yo.
the Kerryn Feehan fucking masterclass on sneaky fucking flexing. Oh, James Harrison's on my DM.
But I know
Yeah,
him.
no
We
big deal.
did some. We worked on something at Barstool together. It's not
Yeah,
like
in Equinox's bathroom.
I would. No, I think he's happily married. He's a good friend. Listen, I called him a snitch,
Huh?
and then he sent me the funniest video I've ever seen. It was like a
Is he still fucking brolic or what?
Yeah.
Is
Hell
he
yeah,
still
he's
yoked
James
up?
Harrison, bro.
huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, you don't follow his gram?
Debo.
No.
Yeah, Devo. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, he's a freak,
He's a beast.
He's a
Yeah.
beast.
He
Yeah.
got kicked off his high school football team for beating up one of his coaches.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, he was 34 years old.
That was good.
that was mean, Gerard.
He's really funny. He's
James
Yeah, he's funny,
Harrison
too.
Has looked
Yeah.
50 years old from the minute he was in the NFL.
he's
Yeah.
just a serious dude, but
Yeah.
he's funny. But his face is serious. He sent me a video of a guy that was snitching, but it was this black guy. I was like, I'll tell you something that you didn't even ask me. That's the type of person I am. I'll just snitch on anybody. I don't care. You have to see it. I'll send it to you guys. Okay.
And that person's name is Tekashi69. Hello, fellow kids. I know things about pop culture.
I'm lit.
Well, all of my
No
40-plus-year-old male fans with Class D licenses are
Nice.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what a class D
This isn't a
license
Karen's
means.
feet episode. I'm out.
That's why I got to keep my socks on until 20 minutes in. That's how I keep the
That's how you
retention.
keep
There it
them in.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the you have like
It's
a
the Kerryn
count. You have a
Feehan
countdown
hands.
in the top left corner.
Yep.
13 more minutes until Karen shows her toes.
Wait till you
And
see
thanks
Pat.
for showing your toes on our podcast.
You got
Yeah,
it.
what was
Yeah.
with the crunchy foot there? That's like a real thing. I caught a lot of shit for telling people I didn't want foot fetish
I
guys
feel like
on the
you
podcast.
weren't expecting
You
that
caught a lot of
either.
shit.
I caught some shit. I caught.
sorry, bud.
Yeah, and it's people.
It's kink
people were
shaming.
getting like
It's the
really
same-
aggressive. They were like, the guy in the hat probably doesn't eat pussy, and I'm like, that's the first time anybody's ever said I don't eat something like ever. So like, all right, cool. Never make fun of foot fetish guys ever again. Whatever. All
It's
right.
kink shaming. It's the same thing they did to Louis C.K.
It's the exact same thing.
Precisely the
There's
same.
almost nothing different.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like he really got a fucking bum rap, huh?
He did. He's
Right?
like everybody.
Like-
Okay, Pat, can I tell them what you showed me?
Did he lock the door before he showed you?
Louis C.K. Segues
Really,
into
Pat?
Pat.
All right.
Can I tell them
so,
what you showed me?
Pat walked in today.
Look at Pat's pressing mute on the thing.
Are you? So unmuting yourself. Okay. So
Can I preface?
Pat, go ahead.
I was looking out my window,
Preface.
and directly across, I found a naked man.
A naked man. Was the guy making eye contact with you?
No.
from
So
across
this is
the
the
way?
Pat,
this
was
is
he
a thing.
cute?
This is a thing. he always
Good
keeps
question.
he always
Answer
keeps his blinds open. Like he keeps his blinds
Listen to
open.
him blame his victim.
all
This
the
is
time.
also
Yeah.
he's done his research on this guy. So every day at 8
Right.
o'clock he keeps his blinds open.
Right.
What kind of porn was he watching? I assume he was watching porn.
I'm not sure.
Was he
but-
watching on his phone, on a
No,
computer?
he's
on
laying
But,
down
hey.
in bed. I think he's got to be watching a
Can we see
laptop.
this video?
Wait. So the guy's
Pull it up.
laying
Pull it up
down-
on the podcast.
Just trying to wait a minute.
This
here.
poor guy.
I'm trying to figure out the math here. This guy's laying down in bed, and yet you can still see that he's erect and masturbating.
Yeah.
We might have a vantage point from
What's going on
above.
here?
He
How
had
funny
a-
would
yeah.
it be
How the
if
wait.
one day you look at him masturbating and it's to her OnlyFans?
Yeah.
That'd be great. But
Fucking,
he did have a piece when he was at full mast.
What happened?
He did have a piece. It was
He had a
how long did
piece.
you
It was nice.
He had a big
It was
dick.
large.
Oh, you said it was nice.
how
Pat's
long
gay.
did you
No, it was a very short time. I couldn't look after that. I just had to get it.
You are or are not gay?
No, I'm not gay.
I mean like 100%
Like
not gay?
I feel like when if you're like you like go and want you know, I mean the scream was kind of homosexual. I got to be honest, but like
It's okay,
the
Pat.
pink shirt.
Don't
it
worry.
was for the podcast.
Yeah,
it was for
thank you.
content. I
Thank-
respect it.
thank you,
I
Pat.
respect it.
I
Pat,
mean,
you're getting a raise. Kind of like that guy.
So wait, you said he should knock on his door with suggestions?
Yeah, what are the suggestions?
Yeah, what's better?
Put
What's
your
wrong with the
blinds down,
laptop
number
on his
But I'm thinking, like, is it respectful to like go over and maybe tell him that?
No, it's implicating yourself in a felony.
Thank you. Like he's
Yeah.
like,
No, but
what?
I can
Like what planet is Pat on?
No.
That he thinks that this guy is in the wrong.
No.
He thinks this guy is masturbating at him.
He's not.
I know. He's
From-
in the privacy of his own home.
But like,
I
it's one of
don't
those-
necessarily
it's one of
agree
those-
with you guys.
Go
From the
ahead.
pre-
I think
predatory
there's a
video you
possibility. I think he's laying he's lying right next to the window with it in full view.
Bring it back again. We got to go through this.
That's a
Bring it
theory.
up.
I feel like he's
a couple
gotta
of
know
my
if there's a
roommates
good
looked.
chance.
I'm going to...
Like my roommates looked, and we all had that theory that this was this guy's kink.
I think it's very possible.
Was having
Me too.
was having the voyeurism. Is that
Right.
the right word?
I don't
No,
think it is.
that's counter voyeurism. That's the
You're
opposite.
the voyeurist.
Yeah, you're the
the
voyeur.
voyeurist.
Is that exhibitionist?
He's
Yes,
an
he's an
exhibitionist.
exhibitionist.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
an exhibitionist.
Right.
Okay.
I'm just
But
happy
then-
there was
but
no
you're
feet.
still-
Well, in
violating-
that case, he got what he wanted.
No. You're still violating his privacy because he is
you're
in
welcome,
his own
sir.
home.
You're
And
welcome,
You're
bud.
victim blaming. It's wild.
Oh. You know what? Here's what you do.
I hope he's a
Tell
fan.
him
I hope he's a
if you
fan
like
of this
him, just tell him
podcast.
you like him.
And he finds
Yeah,
out.
tell him that you work for TMZ and you were looking for fucking Spider-Man at night. And you just happened to find him. And you
I
need
saw him shooting webs,
you
and
need
I
him
was
to
like,
sign this- you need him to sign this waiver, this release form. And if he smiles and says no problem, then you know. And if he calls the cops, then you know. I don't know, man.
So we're on the topic of masturbation. We should talk about masturbating and change subject.
Well, you said you had better suggestion. You didn't like the laptop the guy had on him?
Yeah, I don't like
What's
the
up with that?
laptop. You gotta have.
It's got to be a phone.
I think
Laptop's
so.
going to be a bigger picture.
But it's on your chest, and it's I don't know, man. Like, you know,
Show
the
us
phone
your
is-
masturbation position.
Oh, well,
I'm
first,
practically in
I open
mine
up all my
right
windows
now.
and make sure people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And then you
uh,
bang pots and pans like, guys, get ready.
I'm not doing anything at all that anybody should be watching. Yeah, I set up tea candles all over the room.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are. You know, like when I'm on an airplane, you let it ride.
You gotta
just
stop
gotta let it go.
jerking off on airplanes.
Nah, can't. Come on.
What?
It's stressful.
First class, I hope.
They let you do anything when
No,
you're rich.
yeah, in first class.
That's true.
I don't mind if you jerk off in first class. I really don't.
How would you know? They got a curtain for
Yeah.
all the plebes.
It's almost like a little pod of
Yeah.
your
Mile High Club?
sort, not fully. I haven't had like intercourse, but I've like hooked up.
Gerard can't fit in the bathroom, so,
Right,
so
he's fucked.
sorry, there
It's
won't
out.
be any for him.
He's like, can I
out.
check myself and this young lady
Yeah.
with the baggage?
No,
I thought
I
it was
could barely
nice that
fit in
I
the
made the
bathroom.
lady young.
that was nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Mickey.
I didn't. I was just listening. I thought Gerard was gonna continue with his
thought you said
masturbation.
something.
Oh no! I said I could barely fit in the bathroom,
Yeah.
so I
So-
could really feel for my friend here.
Thank you, bud.
You know,
Right.
I really do feel for you,
I
buddy.
know. And then this is how you tell the world that you're in the Mile High Club.
Oh yeah, I'm
You
definitely in the
mother-
Mile High Club. I
This
mean, come on.
fucking guy.
I mean, come on.
This guy. This guy.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah, Mile High Club, couple times over.
does the
Whatever, no big deal.
does the airport while you're on the ground waiting for the connecting flight count?
The
fuck no.
airport. The
No?
You need to be
airport.
in the air,
It's
motherfucker.
technically still part of the same.
You're
flight.
you're in the airport. That's the same thing as doing it at a
No,
bus
it's
stop.
not the regular
It's
ground.
actually- yeah, it's
There's
actually
nothing
gross when you
sick
put it that
about
way.
it.
It's
Yeah,
not the
it smells like
regular
shit. It
ground
does.
club.
Yeah, you're in
You're in the
the.
family bathroom.
It's
You're not a virgin. Congratulations. That's all you got.
Oh, there go. Oh, my hymen's broken. Shit. Oh. What do you think the guy equivalent of a hymen is?
Your ego? No, I don't know. Your
My ego
soul.
I lost my ego to a seesaw when I was 11. What the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. What would be like?
A wet
mean, you
dream, I
guys-
guess. If I've never had one, I wish.
A wet dream?
Sounds sick.
Not
Yeah.
a wet dream either.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Not like a cool wet dream.
What's an
what
uncool
was a
one?
bad one? Is it a wet nightmare?
Like when you just
Oh,
pee or
alright.
pee? Is it pee?
Yeah,
is it,
when you get too
is it
drunk
pee?
and like you wake up and you're like, oh, I pissed my pants in
Like-
the fucking middle of the night.
Oh,
That's an
been there.
Irish wet dream. That's
Yeah.
that's like a Dublin dream.
It's just a wet morning.
That's just a Sunday.
yeah.
No, it's not like your first orgasm isn't losing your hymen. That's like a wet dream for you guys. Losing your hymen is like.
I never had a wet dream.
I never had a hymen.
I mean, I didn't have one for long.
I've never taken anybody's. I'll tell you what. I've never taken anybody's virginity.
Aw.
That saddens me. And
Hey, there's
Pat,
still time,
Pat.
pal.
the longer this goes, the
Pat.
creepier the opportunities
The
become.
worse it gets.
Pat, let Gerard have your virginity, okay? Come here. Bring that sweet little asshole over here. Let
Pat,
Gerard.
let Gerard have your virginity.
He wants to take something from you.
We have to give something back to the guy. But just make sure he's watching one and a
I'll
half.
film
Karmic.
Yeah.
I mean, would you want to hook up with a girl
No.
that was still a virgin
No.
at this point in your
No,
life?
I would not. Yeah, I would.
I know. I'm like, why is he lying to me? Of all people.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Never
One of my
Yes.
favorite porn searches, there's this one guy. I feel like I told you guys this.
Yeah.
Did I?
No.
His whole thing, it's called the deflorization or deflowerization. There's a whole website, deflowerization.
Flower, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same guy, just like getting rid of hymen after hymen after hymen. All these like hot fucking 18, 17, maybe
Oh, and
younger.
it's legit.
That's like
huh?
I don't know. Sometimes it is, and sometimes I'm like, is
They
that
just put some
ketchup?
ketchup. Yeah.
There's
A couple ketchup packets in there.
There's a dude. There's a dude that like collects virgins though. Like he like.
Andrew Tate.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Do you guys love him?
What do you think of Tate? What do you think of Cobra?
I don't know. I guess he's grown on me. When I first
Yeah.
saw him, I thought he was like super inflammatory, over the
Yeah.
top. Like I was like, fuck this guy. I've heard bits and pieces that I agree with him. But I still think he's like over the top and inflammatory.
Yeah.
But like I get it. That's what like all these people trying to be characters are doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's
Yeah.
Bugatti.
His accent's
I
ridiculous.
can't
a little
wait.
weird.
I can't wait for the big reveal when he comes out. It's fabulous for the whole world. He's like, got you.
Oh, you haven't
He's-
seen those
I think
videos?
that's-
They got
Hilarious.
videos like that. There's this lookalike that looks like him.
For real?
I swear, I almost
Dude,
showed you
there's-
earlier in the car. The dude like punches the back
Yeah.
and he does like some dance. It's so funny.
There's some, I mean, he's like hyper masculine and like just goes to show like how fucking stupid the world's become. Where like just being a normal like masculine man is like, oh my god, this guy's outrageous. And I'm like, I don't know. He doth protest too much.
Word.
But that being said, there is a guy who accumulates, like like women sell their virginity. Like it's like OnlyFans times a million. And, like these girls, they get to like 20 or 21, and then they'll essentially prostitute themselves, but like hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. And there's like this Saudi guy who's got like pelts on his wall, just like 5 of them. I don't know if he gets their hymen just like
What?
taxidermied or something.
Shut
Puts them
up.
up on the wall next to the
cannot.
bears and the fucking. He collects them. He's the bone collector. Yeah, little Saudi prince
I
out
mean,
there.
if that was a system that was in place, like that would be great for women. Like instead of like I don't know,
Better than
Like
student
awkwardly
loans.
having sex with as
one
a
time for
child.
$100,000.
Right?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man.
Like there goes my college loans.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for real.
I don't understand the appeal of it, to be honest with you. Like that's
the appealing of the hymen.
yeah, like for $100,000 for a virgin. Like what's the appeal?
Oh, you don't. Oh, that's
She's a
gotta
virgin.
be.
She's not good at it.
No, but it's. I think it probably feels pretty great.
Probably. You know, it never doesn't feel fucking terrible. It's like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's good. You know.
The few
No?
You're an
virginities
animal.
I
You're
took,
truly
it
an
was,
animal.
I'm an animal.
You're a barbarian.
Why?
Even when it's bad, it's good.
Even when it's bad, it's good.
Ugh.
Back me up here, Gay Pete.
That's gay Pat.
Gay Pat, back me up here. Have you ever been inside some pussy like, oh,
course.
this is terrible.
He's from Staten Island.
I hate this.
No.
Yeah, like not even once, right?
Even when it's
even when it's bad,
even
it's
when
pretty
it's
good.
loose and smelly. I bet Mickey has had bad pussy before. Mickey.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was loose and smelly.
Well, I mean, loose. Now nothing's really loose to me, but
That's what I was gonna say.
Was it? And then your gay mind took over.
no. But I remember. No, there's definitely been some smelly before, and that's. It's crazy.
do
It
you
goes
guys
from like the
like-
sweetest
That's
thing
fair.
to the grossest.
I had
thing.
to break up with a girl because we couldn't get
Shut-
that figured out. We
Shut
couldn't
up.
get that figured out.
Her pH balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were probably fucking it up with all your protein shakes.
Oh, it's definitely me
Just
for
shooting
sure.
loads
no
up in
way,
there.
bro. It was.
Yeah,
Some
you're
fermented
shooting-
loads all up in
Yeah,
there. so
you're
you don't
shooting
know how to
like
clean everything
kratom or
out.
kratom in her fucking.
I should have.
You're dropping kratom bombs in
Try
her pussy.
anything.
Anything.
Did you just do salt, guys?
Yeah, I'm sprinkling. I'm salt baying kratom in the vagina.
Should have put some malt vinegar on that fish and chip. Like fucking
Oh
figure it
man.
out, man. There's just some things you just can't. There's just some things you just can't overcome. That's one of them.
I've always been complimented on how my vagina tastes, but I think
Congratulations.
thank you very much.
What do they say it tastes like? Did they
Like
give
good,
a-
like good pussy. They're
Alright.
like,
Well, here's the thing. I think good pussy is like water,
yeah.
right? Like that's like if you want it to be like water,
I don't know
it
if
should
that's
be
like
nothing.
water, not nothing. Like it tastes like something. Pussy should taste like something.
Gerard, rule in. Gay Pat.
I think water. I think like there's a cleanliness.
Nah, you'd
to
be like
what
that
you're
pussy's
saying.
like water.
Water don't really have a taste though. Like I mean,
Exactly.
You have COVID.
all my food tastes like water.
yeah. No, like but like it does have a distinct taste to like to her. Like like
Yeah.
it tastes like her. you know,
Yes,
for
there
sure.
we go.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm very
peaches and
Dahmer-esque.
cream, like, watermelon sugar.
Just want to watch a movie.
Are you sound gay like Pat now? Watermelon
I
sugar.
think these are both songs.
Right. Are you just repeating?
Watermelon sugar.
Yeah. I was trying to be like pop references for the kids.
For
out
the
there.
kids.
For
You
the
know,
kids watching
for all
this.
these- How old are you, Pat?
If kids are watching
26.
this, we are in trouble.
You're like my age.
Well, yeah, that one part, I'm like still like,
You
are
got
we gonna get
17-year-olds
arrested?
following this?
I know. 17 legal age of consent in New York.
Is that right?
I remember that from our last podcast.
That's right.
You informed us
That's
of
right.
that.
That's
Hear that,
right.
G?
Oh, of course.
FYI.
Hey.
The night is young in the city,
That's
kid.
it. Hey, kids, need help with your homework?
It's something kind of wonky though. Like it's like 17 is the age of like sexual consent.
Yeah.
Like you can have,
Did
but
you have to get the father's permission?
but you have to be 18 to get married
What?
or something.
So you can fuck
Um,
at 17, but you can't.
Are you sure it's not like a Romeo and Juliet rule? Isn't it called like the Romeo and Juliet rule, where it's like
If
17 or
the
16, but
age
it's within
difference-
4? Yeah.
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 Oh, okay.
I don't know. Pat could be looking it up, but he sucks at his job.
I
He
know
sucks.
it. It's you're right. The age of consent is 17. Get married at 18.
No, but we're talking about a more nuanced law that like it says if they're this old or that like this many years
He just
apart.
stopped at 17 and says,
He's
good
like,
enough for me.
You got it. Go. He's watching the video over and
He's
over.
over and over. How does he get it to stay so straight? Why isn't it curved
no,
at all?
I got a question for Kerryn.
What's going on
and
here?
I'm gonna disclose something you told me in the car. You ready, G?
Mm-hmm.
So one time, G had sex outside on roller skates.
Shut up.
Yeah. I was seeing this girl from Brooklyn who was insane, but amazing body. And as we were driving up past Dumbo, I would tell him that she liked doing this thing where we would go down by like the waterfront and she liked doing it like out in public, which I
Yeah.
hated. Like it was like her thing. First time we did it, I was like, this is the hottest shit ever.
Yeah.
Because it was like so raw and like in the moment.
Right.
But then after like a while, I started realizing this bitch just like
I'm
getting
just
it on in
picturing you on
public.
fucking roller skates.
No, I wasn't
Right?
on roller skates.
Oh, you weren't?
She
I
was
thought you
on
were
roller
both on
skates.
roller skates, but every time you guys collided, you're
no,
gonna slide away.
I'm
no.
like,
I can't stop myself. I'm
You're
trying
gonna
to
knock
I'm,
this bitch in the
I'm
ocean.
not even on like. Imagine I'm not even on like inline blades. I'm on like the four
Four
corners
with the
where I gotta
stop,
put my
yes.
heels on the stopper.
Just you on rollerblades with your pants down is making
Yeah,
me
dude.
laugh.
She was
we
on.
met
She was
in a
on roller
roller
skates.
derby league.
She got like super into the whole roller skating thing. Like when everybody in Brooklyn was roller skating for
Yeah.
like a summer.
For their mental health.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also told me that we couldn't be together because she couldn't she couldn't conscientiously bring a white kid into the world, a totally white kid into the world. So she broke up with me because she was starting to like me too much.
Oh my god! I hope a Puerto Rican knocks her up and leaves her.
Oh. You and me both, sis. You and me both. Yeah, absolutely. I hope a Puerto Rican knocks her up and is like, that pussy just smells too bad. I tried so much. I dumped coquito in that
I know,
bitch.
and I like mofongo.
Oh shit! What a
Yeah, nah.
What a nice winter
Oh!
Puerto Rican drink.
I shouldn't be talking
Yeah.
about this at all, but
Great,
I had
bring
something
it up.
happen to me this morning that's never happened
Oh, yeah.
ever in my life before. I had a girl that I've been fooling around with give me like a quarterly review and break down every time we've been together from like best to worst.
Okay. I like this girl.
Is that
You
insane?
like her?
She sounds organized.
The confidence.
sounds
The
like
confidence.
very
She
tact-oriented.
sat me down over coffee, and the confidence with which she was
Did she
like,
have a pen and paper? Was it a sketch pad?
she was this close to pulling out an Excel spreadsheet. It was. I swear to God, it was a quarterly. It was a quarterly review. I felt like I was about to lose my job.
So
She's like-
wait, I gotta ask
Yeah.
Kerryn because first I had there's a reason why I brought Gerard fucking on roller skates up. We'll go back to that. Second,
That should be animated. If anybody's watching this and wants
if
to
someone
animate it,
please, yes,
I just
please
keep
get his,
picturing like Barney on ice. Like I'm like it's like what like a dinosaur unrolls.
people are walking by and are like, "Why is the Hamburglar assaulting this poor girl?"
stop ramming her.
Grimace, stop!
Shit, what were we talking about?
You
This-
had like a whole question. You were.
I had a
stoked
whole
about.
ass question.
Yeah, dude.
I know what you're gonna ask. You want?
All right, okay,
yeah.
yes. So, in let's say Gerard, how many times did you say you made love to this sweet young lady? Would you say about 10 times?
Let's call it 10 times.
Let's call it 10. Now, which time would you think is going to be the best? Which time do you think she ranked number one?
The first time.
Close.
Interesting.
I got this right. I guessed.
Got it right on
I
the
guessed
first
right off.
one.
I was like, I'll tell you which one she said was the best.
Wow.
It was the second time.
Second time.
Second
Yeah.
time.
Was the first time drunk?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you got
know.
out
I didn't
those-
have that intel.
Got out. Well, we got out those. Regardless, even if the second time was, it'd probably be better. 'Cause
Second
the
time was
first
drunk,
time, first time maybe just go for
Third
like
time pretty
you're a
drunk.
little excited. You go maybe just for 5 minutes. And the
Mhm.
second time's like that kind of that.
Nikki,
that
stop
marathon
bragging.
one. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
Keep your shit real.
5
Keep your shit real,
minutes.
Kat.
There's two parts
Clear
of this.
my calendar.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, though.
And then the second one's until everyone's sick of it.
This is. Yes. I hate to break it. I don't want to break women's hearts here, but like,
Yeah.
I love how women think like we don't know what we're doing, as if like this isn't a purely effort-based system. Like, as she's telling me what my best times were, I'm literally like, yeah, these are the times I gave a
Yeah,
shit.
I phoned it in on number
Yeah,
4.
these are literally
yeah.
the times I
I
gave a
wanted to
Wouldn't
go
it
shit.
be
to
funny
sleep.
if like your best times were like the minutes you came and she had it all listed?
Yeah.
Like, you got to 8 minutes the third time, my guy.
High five.
Captain Ocho, I called you
Yeah.
from then on out.
This is you were operating at 120% efficiency.
Now
Yeah,
you're
fuck
Ocho
outta here.
Stinko.
Yeah, right.
Joe Stink.
I'm like, I literally
I'm
was
so
like,
high.
this
Nah,
is
that's pretty-
hilarious that you would do this is hilarious.
What?
And also,
Oh yeah, this girl's crazy.
Yeah,
but
but-
maybe she likes you.
she likes me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's
also,
very funny.
that's
What does she do for
a bit
work?
much, huh?
What does she do for work?
I'm
No
not gonna go that
comment.
deep into it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that deep into it. But
She's a
it was
porn
literally
star.
I should not have brought it up at all. But it's hilarious that it happened. And
She's a comedian.
no,
She's a whore.
she's a whore. It's fucking recorded.
Nikki's such a
What's wrong
goofball.
with you?
I said she's a whore.
It's a whore. She's a whore. She's a whore. Yeah. Yes.
It's me.
It's you. High five.
The problem, it's me. In New York, you can marry at the age of. Wait, should I put on my new glasses?
Sure.
I don't
Or you
need
can
a-
have me read it if you like. Or someone else can read it.
Oh wow.
What's the proper?
In New York, you can. I
what's
can.
the proper
Can I
length,
prove? Because
Kerryn?
Gerard keeps saying I can't read, so maybe I can prove
Go
it
ahead,
right
man.
here.
Yep.
Go ahead.
In New
hilarious.
York, you can marry at the age of 16 to 17 with your parents'
I
consent.
told you need a parent's consent.
You can marry at
you
the
did.
age of 14 or 15 if a court grants you permission. Check that out.
Yeah.
However, no one under the age of 14 can legally get married in New York. Sorry, Gerard. Your gender does not matter because same-sex marriage is permitted in New York.
It's hilarious that New Yorkers think they're like this fucking higher brand of consciousness, but
are.
everything outside of the city is basically Alabama.
Yeah.
So, like, you can get married at 14 years old here in Albany just as long as granddaddy says it's okay. Fuck
I know,
out
Long Island too.
Troy, New York. You all right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just gonna relocate.
She's like, I'm so high. Let me get high.
Yeah. That's right. It's been 15 minutes since you've shown off them fucking tootsies, why don't you?
Oh my god,
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot.
Let's go. Come on.
Pull out the
Pat.
Get to it.
Texas.
Pat, you're supposed to give me the sign.
Come on.
Hey, do you guys want to hear something sad though?
Yeah.
I had to give myself a pedicure today. My
Had to
my
give
toes look like
yourself?
shit.
Oh my gosh.
Do the scrunch. That's what they like.
They like the scrunch?
Yep.
You're welcome
Alright.
for the scrunch.
That's all they need. But they'll still DM me. Please show your feet more. Please. Sorry, Daryl.
Mick, lick her toes.
No,
For the podcast, lick the toe.
you don't have to.
Ah,
Mickey.
no thanks, man.
I was
You know,
squishing
thanks.
grapes. with
She
them
let you
earlier.
choke her on our podcast. What the fuck?
She did. She
Reciprocate,
demanded
huh?
She
it.
did. Yeah, she suggested
It's
it.
not that kind of podcast. We're talking about world politics.
Oh,
and,
let's do it. Yeah. Cool.
Pedophilia.
Let's do it.
Who should I vote for? What do you think about Trump and the neo-Nazis? But he actually said that Kanye is psych like crazy, right?
It's a Gerard episode. I'm going to sleep.
well,
I'll
this
see
is
you guys
the
in a
Gerard
minute.
section, right? Those are the only things I want to go over.
Yeah, you just wake me up when it's over.
Yes. Good.
Ready? Balenciaga. Go.
Balenciaga, grotesque, like insane, right? Did
Yeah.
you see how deep it got? Balenciaga, Mick, is a fashion.
He knows.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I have like so many Balenciaga handbags. It's unreal.
Because he
crazy.
supports child sex trafficking.
Yeah.
Wait, I take it all back. Fuck that. Fuck Balenciaga. It's like I'm trying really hard to prove it.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. So,
What do you think about the chart that Kanye was carrying around, just pointing out how many different CEOs were Jewish in like the media?
He had a chart.
He had a chart.
Like a PowerPoint like Gerard's
Like a
girl
gra-
had for his sexual performances.
yeah. Hey, listen.
I have a question. Wait, I have a question. Honest question. I would love to hear if Pat could make this happen. What exactly Kanye said that got him in trouble
He
with
said he was going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews.
death? Not death.
Yeah. He meant DEFCON, but he wrote death.
He wrote this.
Yeah. He
I
wrote it
thought
on
it
a
was something he
tweet.
said on a podcast. It was
No,
a tweet.
it was a
that
tweet,
actually
and then
did it.
he's doubled down, tripled down, quintupled down. So like he's hanging out with this dude Nick Fuentes now,
Nick
who's
Fuentes.
yes, who
Hottie.
is
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
he's a
neo-Nazi.
kind of he's a Christian nationalist, right? And it's interesting he's called a white Christian nationalist even though he's Mexican, but I don't know how that works.
He's Mexican. What's his last name?
Yeah, so like the whole new,
Fuentes.
the
Fuentes
the
and
idea
Fuego.
that they're white Christian nationalists, like the neo Nazis, are now ran by a black rapper, a
Yeah.
Mexican, and a ex-gay Jew. Because Milo is apparently not gay anymore. He prayed away the gay.
He had a boyfriend. He had that black boyfriend for a
Milo
long time.
Yiannopoulos, but he prayed really hard though. So
And now he's straight.
yeah, Milo's straight.
Yay,
Does he have
God.
a girlfriend?
I don't know. Slide in them DMs like James Harrison.
I don't want.
But here's
Milo.
the thing. To be serious for a second, like this is where I think it's really important.
Oh shit! Wait, quick question. What about DEFCON 1 and 2?
Uh-huh.
What's DEFCON 3?
I think probably.
What is the reference there?
I think probably he didn't know whether DEFCON 1 or DEFCON 5 was actually the worst one, so he just split the middle and was like, I'm gonna go 3.
What was
about
I'm gonna
the
go DEFCON 3.
what was the best season when Rich Voss was on?
Def Jam.
Yeah.
The funny thing.
Funny thing is, I can't be anti-Semitic because black people are
Jewish.
Semites. Sure. All right. But like, this whole thing's hilarious to me because all this like
Well, he was wrong
anti-white
about
stuff.
that because they sure got mad at him.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, so that's the one that all this drama's about. Is that tweet right there?
Pretty much. I mean, and then he went on and on and on and on. I mean, he's been poking the bear for a long time, man. He's been.
The chart was pretty wild.
Yeah. I mean, but also at the same time, it's like Dave Chappelle
Can I
said,
see
like,
the
are
chart?
we sitting here acting like,
Chart?
wait, like, are we not allowed to say that what's happening's happening? Like, I mean, like.
And Gerard's canceled.
Yeah, no, it'd be the 50th time. But listen,
I
Nick
canceled
Fuentes
Gerard in
is a
every
nut,
episode.
dude. Nick Fuentes is a nut. But if they actually canceled Nick Fuentes like they did, I would have never known he was a nut. Like, this is the cool thing about what Elon Musk has done. I never knew who Nick Fuentes was. I would have just assumed he was another, like,
So
nonconformist.
the angry mob, in fact, shined a light on this.
But the fact that they didn't take him off Twitter,
Right.
But the fact that Elon Musk brought him back on Twitter,
Right.
gave me a chance to actually watch what this guy was saying. Maybe like, oh, this guy's a fucking nut.
He's crazy.
But if I had
Why?
never
What's
seen-
crazy?
Oh, he believes in Christian nationalism and like all these. Like, he legit believes in Christian nationalism and like, you know, he wants.
Is he like evangelical too?
Yeah, but like he's a legit fascist. He's like,
Right.
we should have a hierarchical society
Yeah.
of aristocrats, and they should be Christian aristocrats, and there
Wow.
should be a Christian government. And like he's, you know, he's.
I was raised
hyper-inflammatory.
Catholic, but like all these evangelical fucking people scare the shit out of me. They're so culty, it's scary.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nuts that the far right and the far left are the exact same people that just worship different gods.
Deities.
And they don't see that they are what they hate, you know? And the rest of us in the middle just want to be left alone.
Right.
And they refuse to leave us alone. They
We're like,
fucking refuse
lower
to
the
leave
age
us alone.
of consent and leave us alone.
My God almighty, like, can we just have a society where consent is implied? Like, fuck. Like, isn't it might makes right. I'm bigger than you, so I can have you. Like, what the fuck? Is that not it?
Easy
is that
peasy.
what,
That's what I'm
is that not what we were talking about?
I wasn't paying attention. So so I was asking before about Gerard on roller skates.
Yeah.
Great image. Where's the craziest place you've had sex or craziest?
I had
something
sex in
around
a
like that?
Chinese deli in the bathroom
A
of
Chinese deli.
It would have been way sicker
Was-
if you did it like on the counter or like
A Chinese
Yeah.
what
behind
is,
a
wait,
table.
what
but
is a
that's all right.
Chinese deli?
You know, like one of those delis that has like a buffet in the middle, and sometimes they're like 2 floors, and they have
Yes.
one of
It's
those.
sex there.
Yeah, and the upstairs in the bathroom.
Did you eat already or was it before eating? You work up an appetite or
wa-
did you burn?
You
all-
gotta eat, fuck, and then eat again.
Eat just like a little bit.
You
Little
do.
bit. Yeah. Clearly.
You do.
Yes.
just like you get a little bit and then you do it and then you get a little more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like fucking on a full stomach.
No one does.
No,
It's no bueno.
it's a way to.
Come on, guys. Grow up.
Gerard's like, can we go over what you mean by an empty stomach?
Yeah. What does that mean? What am I in a third world country?
What,
This is the
Mickey? Is
longest
this
I've ever
all
gone
to
without
just
eating
brag
right now.
about the fact that you've had sex in a helicopter or something?
No, I wish. I wish.
Mickey's had sex on one of those like
I've done it on a fire escape
zip
out here in
line.
New York.
On a fire escape.
Fire escape a few times.
That's
It's
hot.
It's pretty lit.
Yeah.
But it like that's okay because it's like you can kind of overlook your surroundings. I've like done it in like parking lots, stuff like that's a little stressful.
Yeah.
That's where you're waiting for someone to walk up and like.
Dude, what's with the chicks that want to be like get caught? What is with that? I don't. That seems.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be.
Here I go, kink shaming again.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
golly.
It's not. It's like it's the idea that you could be caught.
Mm-hmm.
That's like makes it more intense and more erotic because typically the person isn't that into you.
Mm-hmm.
Like me. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll fuck this guy outside.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not that
it's like
into
if I
it.
have to
Let's
fuck
make it
this
a
guy, I might as well
challenge.
be hanging from a trapeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I guess let's involve this Uber driver if we're gonna make this hot.
That's a 4 a.m. special right there. if you turn around and look, no tip.
I ordered a black
Look, extra tip.
Uber last night, and I got the shittiest, stinkiest
Racist.
car. No, you know how like black's supposed to be like fucking like nice cars. But you know what?
In Atlanta,
the guy,
maybe.
can I tell you what I think it was? The guy was a trickster. He was dressed up with a fancy tie and like a tuxedo in his profile picture. He's like, oh yeah, I'm driving the black. I was like, no, this is a fucking old, shitty Oldsmobile. But his profile picture. was
Send his ass back. Send him packing, or you hopped
She
in that shit?
1-starred his ass.
It was
It's
already.
like you're too poor to be my
what'd you do?
Uber
Did you
driver.
hit him with a bad review? Did you
Yeah.
not tip him? How'd you get your get back?
I've never left a less than 5-star review.
Same.
What?
Only because
Same.
you get punished.
Yeah, they'll
They'll ask you a follow-up question. Well, no, they're like, what wasn't perfect? Tell us.
Right.
If you leave even a 4, tell us what was perfect. And I'm like, no, I'm not
Yeah, I
doing
don't want to
more
answer your
work.
questions.
Oh, I want all
I'm
the
not trying
smoke.
to take a survey.
I want all the smoke.
You do.
Yeah, you'll spend 45 minutes ripping them apart.
Dear Uber, I had a less than stellar experience last night. Shit's not cheap, bro.
I got Louis Vuitton earrings. Thank you. And I lost.
From James Harrison.
I wish. And I lost the back of one of them, and I just like assumed they were like special Louis Vuitton
Can you
ones.
imagine the guy who's fucking getting paid $8 an hour to clean the bathroom at a fucking Chinese deli finds a $500 Louis Vuitton earring?
But I went into Louis Vuitton. I was like, "Do you guys have like another back?" And they were like, "No, there's only like one for one."
That's bullshit.
I know.
That's nonsense.
I'm like, "Fuck you! These are so expensive. Give me the right little. Give me another one." You should
Just
have-
get like a piece of apple and like attach that.
Good
to
idea,
the
Mickey.
Back, right?
I know you're
Yeah.
doing. I
That's
know
what
you're
I'm
doing
here
good
for.
now.
Good
Well,
idea.
you know the eraser back in my earring days, Mick. The
Yeah.
eraser.
Yeah, I saw that picture
the
yesterday,
bath-
bro.
Yeah, that's why you guys' brains are infected.
From what?
From all your putting apples on your ear holes.
Listen, you got dug out in a fucking Chinese deli.
Whoa.
Right? Let's not talk about
Whoa.
infections over here,
Whoa.
okay?
That's vulgar. Bro.
Yeah.
First of all,
Sorry.
I washed my
Fucking
hands.
yeah, soy sauce fucking puss over here is gonna talk about infections. She's like, how does my pussy taste like? Fucking deep fried fucking duck sauce, bitch. Fucking.
Mickey, was this just a
Sounds
setup? You asked me.
Sounds so good. It really does.
You guys
I'm
hungry?
hungry. This has been a long time without eating.
That's why I got you the protein snack.
She got me salami. She's like, here, you fucking animal.
Yeah,
Here's
I
some
know he
dog
needs
treats.
something, so let's start. Yeah.
I was gonna put it in a trough, but
It's a Lunchable. If you put it on a tray, it was charcutes, and that was classy. Thank you.
I'm a bitch.
I loved your meat and cheese platter. Thank you. It was thoughtful.
Can you take back what you said about my soy sauce vagina, please?
I will not because it's accurate, but amazing.
Please tell people I don't have soy sauce vagina.
If you dipped your feet in duck sauce right now,
Why?
how many subscribers across Wuhan?
I'd say
think they
1 to
would
2
like
billion.
that?
I think they'd like it. If you dipped your feet in duck sauce and had Pistol Pete lick it off.
Yeah.
It's
Now that I
Pat.
know,
Pistol Pat? You got to be Pete, bro. You look like a Pete. Yeah, be Pete.
Hey, don't allow this motherfucker to change your name, bro.
I was
Don't
like,
let him change your name right
just
now.
got so beta. Okay, I'll be Pete. Can I watch my video again?
Be honest. Straight as you are, 100% straight. That guy dips his fucking schlong in some fucking
for it, yeah.
in some hoisin sauce.
Yeah.
Fuck. Wrap that thing up in a fucking mushu. I might join you, bro.
I would like want to like dip a dick in honey and like put like cereal on it.
Mm.
You could do a series of different condiments.
What'd you say,
You
Pat?
do a series of different condiments.
Yeah. What if you like?
Why
made
do you? Why did that just roll off your tongue so quickly? Have you been thinking about this? Yeah.
I have a business mind.
How?
Oh.
Like, I mean, I'm not gay either,
Yeah, you
but
might be
fondue
hopping
is
into,
fondue, right? Like somebody fucking dips a dick in some fucking nice rich milk chocolate.
If
gotta
you
take
were
a lick.
Or
hungry-
Karen's foot.
If I was hungry,
You would eat meat and cheese.
probably
off
from
a
the
dick.
shaft. I don't know if I could do the head, but the shaft, I might go chocolate on the
You
shaft.
nibble
What
on
the
the
fuck are we
side.
talking about here?
You're the one that wanted to talk about this instead of world fucking politics, you dickhead. You're
We
the
were-
one that brought us back.
I didn't
We
know
here.
you
were
were gonna start
talking about
eating dicks,
Balenciaga.
dude. I didn't know you were going to talk about eating dicks.
Pay attention, all right? It's eating chocolate off a dick. All
We
right?
were talking about Balenciaga and
Yeah.
the masonry.
All right, go back to fucking Balenciaga, I guess, then. Shit.
Do you know about
This
masons?
guy wrestles around with guys naked, and he's like, "Oh, eating chocolate off a dick is gay."
No, they
It's
wear
the
bikinis.
chocolate part that bothers me. It's too many calories.
Too many calories.
It's dark chocolate. It's
Oh, it's
cacao.
dark chocolate? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still don't want to eat it off a penis. Thank you very much.
Even the shaft, it's like eating off of someone's hand.
Yeah, I
Doing
don't want to
chocolate
eat
off
off.
my
Get your hand
Come on,
away.
buddy.
Like a corn on the
I'm gonna
cob.
bite your fucking finger off.
I just want to take some pictures.
Is that your Dahmer
That was my
impression?
Dahmer
Pretty
impression.
solid.
Was that all right?
You've been working on it?
It's, yeah, you know,
You guys are all fucking
I got,
freaks. This was the most freakish
I got some
episode.
meat in the freezer. Pete likes it.
Stop calling him Pete.
Pete.
Yeah, transition out of that.
Anyway.
No,
Segue.
let's get,
So what else?
let's get
Segue.
serious.
Let's get real.
Let's
get
really
serious.
talk about. Do you guys think that men are lost?
Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
A
do.
little bit.
I do. I think we're over medicated as a society.
Yeah.
I think one of the worst things that's happened to the male-female relationship is hormonal birth control. If you really want to get deep into
Let's go, Gerard.
You
I've
really
never
wanna
been
get-
on birth control.
hormonal birth control, I worked in pharma sales for a while, and
That's bad.
yeah, this is also why I know like
Talk about big pharma.
yeah,
Certainly not medium
the
pharma.
big pharma. Yeah, like
Thank you.
telling you right now.
I got it.
Yeah. He's welterweight farmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big pharma. What drugs were you pushing to doctors to prescribe to teens in Virginia?
Yeah, most cholesterol. We did a lot. We and that was my job to try to coerce doctors into prescribing shit to people who didn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's again when all the vac stuff came out, and the first thing they said was, "Oh, by the way, you're cool. If you're pregnant, it's totally good." And I'm like, "It's been out for 6 months. There's no fucking way you guys know this." And the second
Right.
thing they said was, "Oh, by the way, you can't sue us if anything goes wrong."
Right.
I was like, "Yeah, you guys go first.
Yeah.
Everybody else go first."
Yeah.
I'd seen so much shit, and a lot of people never talk about this. And got feminists every time I talk about this, they go fucking nuts. They lose their mind on
Get
it.
ready. I'm gonna go fucking nuts.
They go
I'm a
fucking
feminist.
nuts.
Me
But
too, Karen. Remember?
Right. I
Yeah.
remember.
Right? I said that in the last podcast.
Yeah, he said it. He meant it.
he
I meant it.
Yeah.
He meant it. Yeah.
I think we made a bet over that. Too.
Nick, God, Mickey, why's your dick smell like soy sauce? What the fuck?
Wait, say it.
Big
Say
time feminist, you know.
say what's gonna make the feminist mad.
Hormonal birth control. It's like the
What?
worst thing that you can do.
What do you mean hormonal? What the pill?
There's non-hormonal
Like
birth control.
IUDs, like tools?
Yeah, but we got girls as young as like 12 years old.
Yeah.
They get on these hormones and
Yeah.
they stay on them.
Yeah.
And we're just now like finding out like how bad this shit is. Like, imagine take a 12-year-old boy and say, I'm going to put you on steroids.
Yeah.
They're going to microdose steroids for the next 15 years.
Right.
Would you think that would have any adverse effects to that young boy?
Yeah, totally.
You might make him a little more,
Yeah.
prone to bipolar or
Yeah.
right. So it's no different.
Yeah, we'll probably shut down other shit.
These are hormones, and now they're gonna get crazy and be like, it's not testosterone, it's completely different. Blah 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 blah. You hate women, you want them.
Yeah.
No, like here's the thing. They're finding out now that like there's women who have been on birth control their whole life,
Yeah.
and what it does is it suppresses, it tricks your body into thinking that you're pregnant.
Okay.
So you tend to look at men who aren't the father of your baby as a threat to your baby. So you hate these men, and you tend to like or be attracted to or being around less threatening men. These like kind of like whatever betas or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
them. And there are women who've been on birth control their whole life. They get a fiance, they get married, and they get off birth control because they want to have a baby with their husband. And after they're off birth control, they're like, who's this fucking pussy I'm married to? I hate this fucking guy.
Yeah.
It
Wait, so when
happens
they're
all the time.
real quick,
I
so when they're
believe
on
this so much.
so when they're on the birth
It's-
control, they like more beta men, and
Yes.
then when they get off it and are
Correct.
their true natural self, they like a real
Yeah,
man.
because it goes against their instincts, and now people are going to go nuts. But I'm telling you, there's a lot of studies that are being done, and there's
Send
a lot
me
of
the
stuff that's coming
studies.
out.
I believe
will.
you so
There's
much.
actually one that just came out in the Daily Mail, literally just came out last week, that said that it turns out hormonal birth control can lead women towards being more prone to thinking that they're lesbians. Then they get off of
Yeah.
birth control, and they're like, wait.
I love dick.
Yeah, I fucking like
Where's
dick.
the dick? Where you guys been hiding the dick?
It's wild. There's some real wild
I think
shit.
there's no way you tamper with people's hormones
Yeah.
throughout their life and it have no adverse effects. Like there's
Right.
no way. I was on birth control for all of 2 weeks. I got a violent migraine. To this day, I still haven't had a migraine that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was working. I vomited and then I felt better.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, I'm never taking this again. This is 100% from this.
You were young when that happened.
Yeah, I was like 16.
Now, don't a lot of times they give birth control to help girls who have
With
like
their
painful
cramps.
Yeah,
periods?
they
My
get,
sister.
or
My
they're
sister's been
they're
on the pill
irregular, or but it's also you're a human
And that's
being. You're not
that's
supposed to be
hormonal
like
ones?
super regular. Like there's
I think
Yeah.
I think as a treatment for, pain relief, that's one thing, but using it as birth control is a different thing. Like you can take it as a pain relief, like just during your cycle when you're having cramps, and that probably doesn't affect you as much as just taking it all the time. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either, but it was doctors
none
that.
of us here take
but
birth
there
control,
were
so-
doctors that told me this. So how this came about, how my knowledge of this came
But
about
like,
was
if you were taking birth control, wouldn't you be defending it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it makes sense
especially-
that our position, we all have this position.
well,
'cause
and
none
then
of us-
there's female doctors that. So I did a video on this that got millions of views, and the comments. James Harrison didn't comment, but there were doctors, and they skewered me. They're like, "This guy's not a doctor," and they like tried all these appeals to like authority, and I literally would comment back. I'm like, dude, Google everything I'm saying. Please refute me.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take everything I'm saying apart.
Right.
I welcome you to.
Yeah.
And there are people that would come back in the comments and be like, yo, my dog was right. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I didn't just come up on this
You know
fucking
who would
thing.
agree with you? One of my best friends follow her. I talk about her all the time. Her name's Amanda, but her account is Raw Fitness Nutrition.
Raw?
And, yeah. And she's like the healthiest fucking person
Mm-hmm.
I've ever witnessed in my life. And very anti birth control.
Mm-hmm.
She's read all the studies and she's had her own experience.
Listen, I'm an imperfect messenger. I'm not the healthiest person.
Right, that's the
all
thing, right? Like fat people don't want to hear about how fat is bad from an in shape person. People don't want to hear certain perspectives from people.
Sure.
And people, not that it's an addiction, but when you're in a cycle of whatever behavior you're in, you're gonna want to stay there. That's just like a kinetic energy. Like,
Right.
when I was drinking, was drinking good for me? No. Or lots of people trying to be rational and be like, these are all the reasons. Look at all this evidence. Look
Sure.
at all this science. Like, this is so bad for you. But, like, I'm fucking...
Counterpoint, it tastes great.
Counterpoint.
feel-
Suck my dick.
I hear you, but
Suck a dick.
Suck my dick right off my body.
Are you a doctor?
We have to stop this podcast. Did you give me the... What was that? What are we at? I'm at my 9. It's 9. It's 8:56. All right, I have to walk Mabel before I leave for Frantic. Tell the people, tell the fans, tell them about your podcast. Gerard's, he's doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah, man.
Tell them where they can find you.
Shit, I don't have anything until January, whatever. So fucking just go on Gerard. Don't give a fuck on Instagram and all TikToks and all those other things. Check me out
I'm
on
at
all the
Mickey
social
Gall.
medias.
I have a question though, real quick.
Michaelas Gall.
I'm at Michelob Ultra.
Michaelas
the first.
Elizabeth Gall.
Nicholas Elizabeth Gall the first. So I happened to walk in on the Chip Chipperson podcast last time. Complimented him on the bathroom. I later saw Jim and I complimented him through the bathroom thing. Told him I'm stealing that.
Okay.
Now you guys said he's making fun of Opie.
So,
But
an
I was
homage.
listening
It's
to
an
clips.
homage.
I was listening to
Right.
clips when he
It's
would
an
do it.
homage.
He did it with Opie on the podcast. He was making fun of Opie right there to his face, or did it evolve into that?
that's a good question.
It's an homage.
Yeah, it's flattery.
Yeah.
It's a caricature.
Caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just trying to start beef.
I know.
He
I'm
wants
I'm
the
like, listen, Brendan
No,
Schaub.
I really am not.
Brendan, come out of the bathroom.
I'm not trying to
From
start
the
beef. I'm just such a Chipperson fan.
I know.
And
Word
I
up.
mean,
Love
I was
him.
just trying to get.
Were you on that? You guys should be on Chip Chipperson's
No,
podcast.
he told me the next time. 'Cause
Get
I
on
came
there.
in. We were gonna do a podcast last week.
Get
Yeah,
on there.
Yeah, for sure.
Karen,
Sure, I'd love to.
you have a lovely place here. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for having
congratulations
us.
on all your success.
Yes.
Yeah, give it up for my butthole money.
Yeah.
Keep it
Clap up
coming.
for that butthole.
Shout out.
Thank you, Pat. Good episode.
It's only OnlyFeehans.